Okay, so we're going to be looking at pre-orders, not for this. I didn't mean to click on that. For the what's this? This one right here, this Frieren figure. All right, so on the Good Smile US site, pre-orders close on March 25th, and it also says that no cancellations are permitted after this date. So she's also on Big Bad Toy Store now. I have not seen her on Crunchyroll, but yeah, I'm just gonna make the video now instead of waiting till whenever she does show up there, because they had the first release of this on Crunchyroll, so I imagine they'll have this on there eventually. And I have ordered from all the sites I'm showing today, so she may be available on some other sites, but I'm sticking only to sites I've actually used myself. So yep, here she is on Big Bad Toy Store, $187 with a non-refundable down payment required. And Big Bad Toy Store is really good with cancellations, so if you did decide to cancel this one, then yeah, you just wouldn't get that non-refundable down payment back. And they don't have the down payment thing on all their figures. I think it's only if it's $100 or more. Yeah, see, this one's here $95 and it doesn't have any of that down payment stuff, so you could just order this here and then cancel it if you decide you don't want it by the time it's coming out. So yeah, it's a really simple process to cancel stuff on Big Bad Toy Store. You just go click a button in the orders pages. You don't even have to send them a message. At least in most cases. There may be some exceptions, but I've never had a situation where I couldn't just cancel my order straight from the orders page. And then we have Otaku Mode, which is also great with packaging, and it's been a few years since I've ordered from them, but I've always had good experiences when I did order from them. Let's see Frieren here, and I have thought of doing like a full video just talking about my experiences with all these sites, but for some reason I always just never get around to finishing it. But yeah, here she is on Otaku Mode, and if you order by January 26th, you can get 19% cash back, 20% cash back. And I feel like their point system kind of tries to trap you into using their site, because if the reason you order this figure here is to get that 20% cash back, then you're clearly going to want to use those points, so then you're going to buy another figure from here, and then it just kind of goes on and on. Which is fine if you want to stick to one shop, but I don't know, I find it kind of annoying. I prefer when sites just have sales or a coupon you can use to get a lower price as opposed to this kind of point system. But it has been useful in the past, like when I used to order from them 5 years ago, but I think it's changed since then. I don't think it's quite as great of a deal, but if you pick and choose the right figures and buy at the right times, I think it still can be a useful thing. And yeah, they actually have a Japan warehouse also, so when you order figures from here, just add it to the cart, or I think you could even sort them, like when you're... Yeah, here it is. You can see which warehouse it's coming from. And I know that they had suspended shipping from Japan to the US, but I think it might be coming back now, I'm not sure. I think you have to spend over $150 for free shipping here, so this one should qualify for that. Let's see. Yeah, well, you should be able to see that once you add it to the cart, you know. But yeah, here's some other Frieren stuff. Not gonna look at that right now. I might do another video just looking at new Frieren figures, because they have been showing some new ones lately. But yeah, if you do decide to buy her here for that cash back, I would make sure you have it planned out what you want to buy using that cash back. Otherwise, it might expire if you don't stay a premium member. They do expire eventually. And then Toho Animation Store, which I've ordered from once. It was pretty good experience. But I don't think many people know about this store, and not many people talk about it. But yeah, they sell My Hero Academia stuff, Spy Family, Frieren, pretty much any of their series, you know. And they had a really good sale, like actually one of the best sales during Black Friday and Christmas. I think it was like a flat 30% off everything and free shipping also. But normally you have to spend $60 or more to get free shipping, which it says right here. And I think that's a pretty good amount, you know, compared to Crunchyroll. You have to spend $75 or more on Crunchyroll. Unless you have the highest tier of membership on Crunchyroll, you do get free shipping. And I forget what you get with the middle tier. And also a good thing about this site is on your first order, you can get 15% off. So you could just enter your email there. Oh yeah, and I was talking about their sales. They had some really good sales. They also sell some One Piece stuff here, but they were having good sales during Black Friday. I saw this Yamato figure, which I think is sold out here now, but let me see if it's on Big Bad Toy Store. But yeah, it was a really good price, only $25. Yeah, it was this one, which seems to be holding its value pretty well. Like, I never see that for $25 new, so that was a really good price for that figure during the Black Friday sale they were having. And yeah, they also have some exclusive figures sometimes, so this is definitely a good site to be checking. Looks like Ulti's also on sale, $25. Grand Line Series Momo, $15. But what is that one? Toga from My Hero. Let's see if it's still on here. So yeah, they're the only site that got the Ichibancho release of this figure here. Where is it? Maybe she's out of stock now. It said there was only 300 of them. Huh, yeah, I guess it's out of stock now. They were the only site that got the Ichibancho release of it. it was like an exclusive with them. So, but let's finally get to what we're talking about for in here. Here it is, and for some reason on this site it's called Wistful Step. I don't see it named that on any of the other sites. So yeah, for some reason it's called Wistful Step on here, and it says the pre-order closing date is March 17th. And she's $199 here, but if we use that 15% off coupon for our first order, let's see how much that would be. So that would take her down to about $170, which is comparable to these other prices. I mean, it's better than Big Bad Toy Store's price, and it might also be better than the Good Smile price, because if you do have to pay shipping for this, then that would take it above $170. So this could end up being the cheapest option, but okay, so I did end up putting her in my cart in the Good Smile US site, and good thing I did, because my God, look at that price. $37 shipping and $32 estimated duties, taking her to like a total of $231. And if it wasn't already obvious, I'm in the US, so this is clearly directed towards people who are thinking of buying this figure who also live in the US. But yeah, that price makes this the worst choice out of the sites I've shown, so I would definitely go with one of the other sites. And I think I forgot to mention that Big Bad Toy Store has $4 flat rate shipping, so it's pretty cheap, but not free. And if she does show up on Crunchyroll, then that'll probably be the cheapest place to get her if you can get access to a 15% off coupon, which isn't too hard to find for Crunchyroll. Or if you have the highest tier of their membership, then you'll automatically get 15% off of it. So I think it'll be pretty comparable, if not better, than the price on the Toho Animation Store, and also that price depends on if you can get the 15% off coupon. If it's your first order, then you can get access to that 15% off coupon. So there are a few factors that determine which site's going to have the best price for you, so I would just choose whichever one makes the most sense for whatever you're going for. And when it comes to packaging, Big Bad Toy Store has been the best out of all these sites in my experience.